What is up, everybody? This is this week's best MMA bets for UFC Vegas 36. Got a pretty good card in store. Want to give you guys an in-depth look at the betting side of things. Much love to everybody tuning in. Smash that like button. We need at least 100 likes on this week's best MMA bets. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, covering all things mixed martial arts. Let's talk a bit about first, the locks of the night. Some real high confidence picks that I think might be worth a bet or a potential parlay. Now, first of our locks of the night coming up, it has to be Jack Shore over Ludovic Chanellion. I like Ludovic's skill set, wrestling, very tricky, decent striking as well. But I feel Jack Shore is superior in the grappling department and the more dynamic kickboxer of the two. I don't like the tag. I don't like the tag at all. It's minus 500 for Jack Shore. Ugly price tag. But I still feel as though it is a strong confidence play. We'll check out some of the in-depth props here over at Fight Odds. Yeah, minus 500. That's over at FanDuel. Maybe you're looking to play Shore by decision. That's how I'm feeling he gets it done. Chanelion's not an easy guy to finish. Plus 175. Shore wins by a decision. That's a pretty strong confidence bet. I do like over 1.5. Fight goes the distance. Plus money, plus 110. Interesting. So they're maybe expecting Shore to finish off Ludovic. I don't think that happens. I think Jack Shore win by a decision. Strong confidence pick here. The first of our locks of the night this week. Now, the second lock of the night is a UFC debuting fighter, which normally you'd never have that high of confidence on a debuting guy. But this is a different case scenario. This is Paddy Pimblett. Not Conor McGregor, but people do feel he brings that McGregor-esque energy. Really popular former Cage Warriors champion. He now comes over and fights Luigi Vendorimini. I really feel like Paddy Pimblett is the way to go here, though he's not in for an easy fight. I see him leading the dance and winning. And with the money being close, debuting prospect, Paddy Pimblett is the guy that I like here. Minus 136 to Vendorini at plus 128. Now, the props I'm not as crazy about here. Could see Pimblett potentially getting a submission. We could see him getting a knockout. He's a pretty versatile finisher, but he also can go the distance. We might be looking at 3 rounds. Vendorini, not an easy guy to put away. If it were to go the distance, though, fight goes the distance, straight bet. Plus 130, plus 135 at best value. Vendorini wins by a decision, plus 340. That's unlikely. I have the other side with Paddy Pimblett. Pimblett decision, plus 350 at best value. The props, though, I feel as though they are a bit too risky on this one, because I think there's a wide array of finishes we could see by Pimblett. If you like him inside the distance, it's plus 175. I could see it going to 3 with Vendorimi's toughness. That would be plus 350 for that. But the straight bet is not bad at minus 136 for Paddy Pimblett. And potentially you parlay him up. You can make yourself a nice little plus money there. We'll talk about parlays towards the end. But Pimblett is the second of our locks of the night. The third of our locks here has to be Marc-Andre Barriault. He fights Dalcha Lambegabula. I feel as though, yes, Lambegabula is a specimen physically, very strong, insane physique, good grappling, very forward pressure with his wrestling and offensive takedowns. Barriault's the more technical striker. I think he has the more technical ground game. And I think he's going to win this fight being the superior mixed martial artist, even though maybe physically and athletically, he's at a bit of a disadvantage with a guy like Dalcha. Still, don't think that will matter in the long run of things. I think Barriault works towards a fairly impressive but hard-fought win here over Dalcha Lambegula. Now, odds, he's minus 154 to plus 145. It's another one where I'm not maybe loving the method props. I think that Dalcha has the toughness to go 3, though. So I'll say Barriault by a decision. Plus 300 for that result. Barriault wins by a decision. Fight over 1.5. Minus 190. I like Marc-Andre Barriault. He wins here. Gets it done by a decision. He's the third edition of our locks of the night, but we have some more. We're not done just yet with the locks. We'll talk about our next lock of the night. It is Charles Air Jourdain over Julian Juicy J. Erosa, minus 177 to plus 163. I like it. I like it, actually. The value's not terrible, minus 177. Now, for the actual betting side, Jourdain wins inside the distance plus 115. I'd assume it would be KO. Plus 140, Jourdain by KO. Erosa coming off the knockout loss. We have seen him knocked out in the past. Jourdain, bit of power in the hands, pretty explosive in that close range, though he does have a disadvantage of reach. Erosa's chin comes up a bit high. I think the durability is better on the side of Jourdain, and I think Jourdain knocks out Julian Erosa. Plus 140, Jourdain. KO prop is not a bad one. Jourdain should win here. He's minus 177. Charles Jourdain for the win. Lock of the night, number 4. Now, the 5th of our locks of the night, it's heavyweight division, which means risky or riskier. But matchup-wise, I feel Tom Aspinall has a clear path to victory over Sergey Spivak. Spivak has decent Thai boxing skills. He's a tricky grappler. Aspinall has a competitive grappling background, dangerous boxing skill set, and dynamic power. I think he's going to knock out Sergey Spivak. Minus 234 for Aspinall. Spivak plus 213. As far as the potential props here, Aspinall wins KO TKO plus 120. He's expected to win by that method. If Spivak were to win, maybe submission plus 1,000, or Spivak wins by a decision plus 475. But I think the pick here is going to be Tom Aspinall. I think definitely under 2.5, minus 200 is near lock here. Under 1.5 is more risky at minus 105, but I think that could be pretty likely as well. I think Tom Aspinall puts Sergey Spivak to rest here, knockout win, and I do think he'll do it in the first, maybe the second round, but I'm really leaning first. He's the last of our locks of the night. Definitely a play that you guys will potentially want to get down. Some solid locks of the night for this card. But I want to jump to underdogs because there's also some fairly decent dogs here that are potentially worth a play. Let's talk the first of our dogs of the night. It is David Zawada over Alex Morono. Plus 126 best value. That's FanDuel for Zawada as an underdog. Minus 131 best value for Morono as the favorite. I like Zawada the dog. I do think potential decision victory over a tough, improving Alex Morono. But Zawada has some pretty technical kickboxing abilities. Zawada wins by a decision, plus 330. It's not going to be easy with Morono, but I think Zawada does outpoint him from range, win this fight on a decision with the superior kickboxing game, and he should be able to fend off any potential grappling attacks from the very aggressive Alex Morono as well. Now let's go to the next of our dogs of the night. It's main event. Derek Brunson. I feel as though Brunson can work towards a grinding decision win over Darren Till. This is a very game plan heavy fight that he's going to need here because Darren Till is a beast. Knockout power. Now, Southpaw versus Southpaw fight, which will potentially eliminate some of the risk for Darren Till's dangerous straight left hand. I feel as though Brunson will get in on the legs, look to wrestle a lot. Yes, Till's takedown defense tends to be pretty good. Has he faced someone as big, strong, and explosive as a wrestler as Derek Brunson? The answer is no. I think that we'll see Derek Brunson work towards a unanimous decision win. Should be a big upset here for plus 153 value at best on Derek Brunson's side. All right, Derek Brunson wins by a decision. Brunson by decision plus 445. Wow. Brunson KO TKO plus 400. I don't think he gets a submission plus 2,000 money. But Derek Brunson with a lot of forward pressure and grappling, I see him working towards a decision over Till. I know Till is slick. Till is nasty. He fights extremely well from the mid-long ranges. Good straight punches, nasty, nasty left hand, beautiful head kick from range. He's technically the better striker without a doubt here, but he's going to run into trouble when he gets clinched up by an absolute beast in Derek Brunson. There's a chance for Till by KO. That's sitting at plus 140, but I feel as though Brunson has evolved and he works towards a win here. Win by decision, Derek Brunson upset in the main event. Now, looking at some other bets on the card outside of what we talked about, I think Modestas Bauskas and Khalil Roundtree is a fight that does not go the distance. I feel like we might see a finish. I could see potential submission for Bauskas. You look at the odds of that. Bauskas wins by a submission, plus 1,000. Khalil Rountree's weakness tends to be when he's on the ground. Granted, can also get caught while he's striking. Bauskas doesn't have that same dynamite KO power. Khalil, the harder hitter. I think Bauskas wants to get the fight to the floor here. He's a decent favorite, minus 147. I think potential submission prop. I do think fight ends inside the distance is pretty much a lock here at minus 240. So if you're looking for a lock play, I think that might be the one, and definitely a potential parlay addition. Looking at women's fighting, Jin Yoon Kim and Molly McCann, I do think there's a good chance we see this fight going the distance as well. But I could see not wanting to touch the winner there. Minus 305, fight goes the distance. And then Jonathan Martinez, Marcelo Roja. I feel like Martinez should lead the dance and win this fight, but I'm not going to be putting money down on him. He didn't look amazing, getting knocked out brutally by Davey Grant in the last one. Roja coming off of a loss in his UFC debut. We have more to see out of Roja, and he could be a fair amount better than what we have seen. Definitely some quality bets to be made on this card, but I do want to talk the parlays, because the parlays are where, you could potentially win the most money, and I do think there's a lot of excitement with these parlays on this card. So if we're going to do it more based upon the locks, we'll go Jack Shore for the first. And then you can also put in Marc-Andre Barriault, minus 102 for that. If you're not feeling Barriault, and it's understandable why you wouldn't, the size of Dolce Lambagula is pretty imposing, minus 119 if you had Charles Jourdain and Jack Shore. Also could put Barriault, Jourdain, and Jack Shore for plus 203. But again, if you're unsure on either of those guys, we can still play with it a bit more. I feel like Paddy the Batty, plus 107. If you put Pimblet down, this is a two-fighter parlay you could throw 1,000 at and cash 1,000 back. Obviously, substantial risk for sure. It's a hard fight. I like this also. Fight ends inside the distance. Maybe if you can get it at that minus 225, plus 199. Roundtree Bauskas inside the distance. Paddy Pimblet, minus 138. Jack Shore, minus 500. Maybe you like Aspinall, plus 321. That could be a pretty wide variety parlay for a bit of a more Hail Mary risk for sure. Now, if you're craving to play the underdog David Zawada, that could be a good factor. You could even just limit it down. Let me take all these wild bets off of here for a second, and let's just clean it up. Paddy Pimblet the Batty. All right, let's say you just wanted to play Jack Shore and you wanted to play underdog David Zawada. You have plus 171. Maybe you like Derek Brunson at the top, plus 202. There's definitely some ways you can get it done here. You'll definitely bring some risk. Definitely money to be made. Fight does not go the distance, plus 299 if you have minus 270. But honestly, I'd hope it'd be minus 225. It'd be plus 321. That would be some nice value there. Looking through the card, I think there's definitely some props to play. Maybe you do Aspinall KO. Could also play the Bauskas Roundtree doesn't go the distance. In general, I think Bauskas wins by a submission is worth a sprinkle at as wide spread of odds as it has it. Feeling very confident in Jourdain, Jack Shore, and the other locks of the night. Marc-Andre Barriault, who just had a good win against Zaitar. I feel like Barriault's a good guy to have on the parlays. I think if I had to just give you two guys, I like Barriault, Jack Shore. Like the two-fighter only. Like you wanted my confidence two-fighter. I'm going to go Jack Shore and Barriault. Two of them, I think they both get it done. I think that there's impressive performances on all sides here. But if we're going wild, we might as well play a little bit nuts here and add in some big plays, and maybe Brunson at the top. Plus 1756 for the Hail Mary parlay. Overall, UFC Vegas 36 is a pretty nice card. I'm looking forward to seeing the action unfold. Sweet main event with Brunson and Till. Definitely some good betting side of things. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's best MMA bets. Make sure to smash the like button. As I said, we need at least 100 likes. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. Stay tuned for more content. I'll be doing the weigh-in recap for UFC Vegas 36. And we'll definitely be talking about the fights more so, and we'll also do that live fight companion on Saturday. We're back with it. I cannot wait for it. Much love to all my people tuning in. Thank you guys all so much. Have a great day, everybody, and I will see you all in the next video.